Well, Marylin.
It is done.
Any details I need to know?
Bob has got all of that. He is still preparing his report. Here are the cost savings benefits of this particular action.
Fine. Fine. Other news?
Not from me, sir. I believe Eldridge has an 11 o'clock with us, sir, to review recent developments.
Eldridge?
Yes, sir, Eldridge, the new manager of information.
Dare I ask what happened to Harriet?
Although her collection techniques were superior and her results were unequaled, her genetic history proved high risk. The board voted against maintaining her policy.
Oh, I remember now. Marylin, you do know that the board does not know the personal identity of any who come before it.
Yes, sir, I do know how the board works. We are both lucky, I suppose, that our cost-risk numbers are in our favor.
If you can call it lucky. Marylin, you're not married, are you?
I do not believe I need to discuss my life outside the office. All pertinent information is in my files, sir.
Apologies, Marylin. It's just with Harriet's absence and my own shattered life, I sometimes wonder if this job is worth it.
Sir, your choice of adjectives do not adhere to company policy. One might recommend therapy for a person whose life is shattered, and that could affect your numbers, sir.
Don't you get sick of numbers, Marylin? Don't you ever get tired of seeing people you like disappear?
Again, sir, questions like those can change your cost-benefit analysis. I see that you're about to protest again, sir. It will do no good. Mental health has been assigned a specific set of numbers. Luck has also been evaluated. Your tendency of being unlucky on the sidewalk has been noted. It was wise when you stopped walking entirely, sir. However, it is not wise that you fall into such sentimental reverie.
Will you say anything to Eldridge, Marylin?
No, sir. Information retrieval is not in my department, and I prefer to keep my own job in focus.
Oh, aren't there bonuses for inside information, Marylin?
There were. They were discontinued. The additional research and fact-finding required, as well as the bonuses themselves, were too costly to warrant continuance. In addition, people tend to become creative when money is involved. Creativity does not have a compatible actuarial table, though lying has an extensive one.
Well, I guess it's my lucky day then. How about getting Bob in here briefly, and then we can meet with Eldridge and plan our next season?
Fine, sir.
Bob, how are you?
Great, Mr. Jones, just great. This is an exciting time for our industry. DNA screening has really helped our cause, and I feel like I'm helping people when I take on a case.
An interesting perspective, Bob.
I'm helping keep premiums down for everyone. For you, for me, for Mr. Jones, as well as every single soul covered by Progressive Insurance.
Fine outlook, Bob, just fine. Say, how did the last case go? I have the reports from last month. You have the new ones with you.
Yes, I do, Mr. Jones.
Oh, Marylin. What do you have to say? Generally, as you know, I prefer to have some idea of particularly complicated cases.
Sir, as I do not interact with information retrieval and everything else was in order, I haven't seen this file until just this moment. I did not know. This has never happened before.
Naturally, this will affect your score, Marylin.
Guys, you sound totally upset. Everything is under control. The job went smoothly. Read the report.
Bob, intelligence noted that the insured was engaged. Research prepared a report showing that the fiancé had not only multiple genetic diseases in the immediate family, she was also a closet smoker. Bob, you just needed to separate them. Traditional plants like photos of the fiancé in compromising positions and online chatting with other men could have dissolved the union before the company was obligated to cover her.
Bob?
Well, I did prevent a wedding.
Bob, you blew up a house and killed a family.
That family was huge. They were teeming with all the problems that obesity brings.
That was for their insurance company to take on, Bob, not ours.
But we were their insurance company.
That's not possible. Their social security numbers do not exist in our database.
They were covered by an old group plan that was written stupidly long ago.
But their numbers, Bob. What about their numbers?
Their old group plan was handled by their GP. There were no known numbers. Surprisingly, none of them had ever been to the hospital or treated outside his office. He even delivered the kids. It was just a matter of time. It was a family of 10 time bombs. You've read the report on the fiancé. Well, this was her family, and through dangerous binge dieting, the fiancé had gotten her weight down. But visual evidence supports the theory that she was just as prone to obesity as the rest of her family.
Protocols do suggest the removal of such a high-risk group. In addition to previously mentioned risks, osteopathic dangers are high, as well as the need for supportive technology. Though the cost of this particular exercise may be extremely high, I believe if we look at generational numbers, we can project an overall savings in the tens of thousands.
It didn't cost very much. Your savings should be higher.
Bob, your team will have to be taken care of.
Well, I went solo, sir. See, I was concerned about the cost-benefit analysis being too high. I really enjoy working for this company, sir, and I prefer a wide profit margin. I was helped by the enormous girth of the family as well. Such heavy loads had compromised the structural integrity of the home outside of normal wear and tear.
Bob, you blew up a house. Certainly there had to be a cleaner way.
I didn't blow up the house. I was gonna have them all expire of carbon monoxide poisoning. Faulty heaters and large spaces between the floorboards would have spread the gas easily throughout the house. Unfortunately, they also had faulty wiring and a gas leak.
Let's see what you can come up with next. Marylin, as soon as you're finished adjusting the numbers, please invite Eldridge in.
Yes, sir. We're probably looking at nearly $1 million in savings now. Bob, your report initially mentions your team. A careful reading shows that they, in fact, were not involved in the whole occasion. But a perfunctory glance could have ended in disaster for you. As you are well aware of the price an extraneous team can carry, you should write more carefully.
Are you saying that my whole team could have been removed from my policy?
Yes, Bob.
My team is awesome. I'd hate to train a new one. These guys totally think we're the CIA. It's awesome. They'll do anything.
Company policy forbids any name or association with government entities. That could be dangerous, Bob.
Relax, Marylin. I never actually told them they worked for the CIA. I told them they worked for the company.
That could be considered unethical, Bob.
Unethical, Marylin. Our only ethics apply to the bottom line.
Clever, Bob. I like your thinking. I appreciate the distance you go for our company. Your enthusiasm excites me.
Oh, good, Eldridge.
Marylin?
Oh, Eldridge, come
Mr.
in.
Charles, it's good to meet you at last. Bob has told me a great deal about you, and I've reviewed your files.
Bob.
Yes, Bob. Bob's getting a promotion. We're giving him the information key. He's proved himself extremely valuable.
Yes, that last project was ingenious as well as profitable.
And others should prove so as well. I appreciate a man who knows the value of his dollar.
And I appreciate your flattery, Eldridge. And I'm thrilled to move on to my next assignment.
Let's get down to business then.
Bob, Jones, we've changed the next assignment. Bob, have you read the file?
1 second, Jones.
Bob, I thought you read the file.
I did, sir.
Jones was depressed, possibly costing us tens of thousands of dollars in therapy, We had no new data on Marylin.
Well, I thought you wanted a clean house. And with her reputation as being an insider, she seems to have shown loyalty to Jones. Besides, there are efficient and discreet secretaries everywhere.
Very well. Now, if you could help me move into Jones's office.